Good afternoon, students. Good afternoon, all of you. Good afternoon, everyone. Abhinaya, Santosh. Thaleka, Moneshwar, Preeti, Vignesh, Ajitesh, Priya. Everyone, good afternoon. Okay, so yesterday we have discussed about some problems. Yesterday we have discussed some problems in complex numbers, particularly in quadratic equation. We have discussed problems in quadratic equation. In quadratic equation, we will get, okay, the same chapter only, complex number only. Okay, my quadratic equation having three types of roots. One is real roots and real and unequal roots. Okay, and real and equal roots. Real and equal roots. And the third one is complex roots or imaginary roots. Okay, right. What is quadratic equation? A equation in this form, ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. This is quadratic equation. So the solution of the quadratic equation is minus b plus or minus root over b square minus 4ac, okay, divided by 2a. If the discriminant, that is my b square minus 4ac is called it as discriminant. If this is greater than 0, I will get real and unequal roots. If this discriminant b square minus 4ac is greater than 0, I will get real and unequal roots, first one. If this is greater than or it is equal to 0, this b square minus 4ac discriminant, this b square minus 4ac equal to 0, I will get the second one. Second one means this is real and equal roots. Both are real but equal. But here both are real but unequal. The roots may be 1 and 3, 1 and 4, 2 and 4, like that. But equal roots means 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 2 by 3, 2 by 3, like that. If my discriminant is less than 0, b square minus 4 is less than 0, we will get complex roots. So this is we have discussed in our previous class. Okay, this is very simple one. So if the quadratic equation is given, you find out the coefficients a, b, c and apply in this formula. And since this b square minus 4a is negative, so we can take it as that root of negative, root of minus 1 is I, and simplify that. Your root in this form of complex number. Okay, so therefore that is called as my complex roots. So this is we have discussed in our previous class. Okay. Right. So today we will discuss about some miscellaneous problems. Once we finished our miscellaneous problems means we'll go to the next chapter. Okay. Not equal, that are pair. Two complex roots not be equal. Okay, Rangapriya, good question. Two, it is Santosh in first chapter. In my chapter 1, okay, difference of sets. Difference of sets, that is deleted. What is difference? That is a minus b, b minus a. This difference of two sets is deleted. This is deleted in first chapter. Okay. And the second one is complement of a set. That is a dash, a double dash, everything. Okay. Right. So the test time may be morning 10. Okay, I will confirm the time in the next class tomorrow. Okay, the questions may be minimum 20 to 30. It may be 20 or 25 or 30. Okay, 1 hour only with negative marks only. You have to answer for all the 30 questions. Okay. Yeah. I will inform everything. What is the total mark? Portion, Monishwar, portion is first one, first chapter. You are studying or not? First topic completed or not? We have only one more day. Why you are omitting 1.4, 1.5? So look at that, Kovasni, that 1.4, 1.5 totally not deleted. Okay, some sections, that means particularly the difference of two sets is deleted, complement of a set is deleted. Not totally 1.4, 1.5 exercise totally not deleted. Okay, please try to understand. Your 1.4, 1.5, I'm including operation on sets A union B, A intersection B, everything. Okay, so that is totally not deleted. Please try to understand. Okay, so in Learnity only, MCQs only, negative marks is there. If you answer for wrong, for every wrong answers, you have to reduce some marks. Okay. No, Monishwar, no complex number. We are starting from the beginning. First, we write that first chapter. Second, we have to concentrate the second chapter and come to the third. Fourth is deleted. So come to the fifth chapter, complex number, one by one. Timing, I will tell you tomorrow. Timing, number of questions, marks, everything, I will confirm you tomorrow. True or false, it is not possible because of MCQs. True or false is, yes, fourth chapter completely deleted. Now the fifth chapter we are discussing complex number. We are end of this fifth chapter and then we will go for the sixth chapter next class. Yes, fourth chapter. Okay, shall we start our class? You ask all your questions at the last 5 minutes. You please, last 5 minutes, ask all of your doubts. Okay. Quadratic equation. Okay. What happened, Ajitesh, Harish? Lakshan, Vijay, what is your doubt? Which chapter? Lakshan, what is your doubt? Which chapter you are asking? Okay, Ajitesh. This chapter that you are teaching. This chapter is a complex number. Complex number, see the fifth chapter. Fifth chapter is complex number and quadratic equation. Yeah, you please ask your, stop chatting, ask your doubts at the last 10 minutes, 5 minutes. Okay, after 4:30. Otherwise, if you have any doubt, you please wait after the 4:30 and ask your doubts. Okay. Why, Dinesh? Why you are not understanding? I think you are not attending the class properly. That's why you are not understanding the complex number. Attend the class regularly, then only it will be easy for you. Otherwise, it is a complicated for you only. Okay, please try to understand. Okay, now we will discuss some miscellaneous problems. Look at that miscellaneous problems. For any two complex numbers, so please all of you take the notes properly. Please listen the class properly, attend the class properly. Then only you can easily understand the subject. Yogeshwaran, you ask your doubts related to chapter, topic, timing, everything. These type of doubts. I am telling that these type of doubts you ask at the end of the class. Okay. Okay. For any two complex numbers, so for any two complex number, prove that a real of Z1, Z2 equal to real of Z1, real of Z minus imaginary of Z1 into imaginary of Z2. Okay, we have to prove that real of Z1, Z2 is equal to real of Z1 into real of Z2. Okay, and minus imaginary of Z1, imaginary of Z2. This is the result for any two complex numbers. So I'm going to take it as my complex number Z1 as A plus IB. Okay, my Z2 as C plus ID. Right? What is my Z1, Z2? My Z1 into Z2 is A plus IB into C plus ID. Okay, now multiply what we are getting. The multiplication of two complex numbers, that is we have already discussed. Multiplication of two complex number is AC minus BD. I'm just writing the multiplication of two complex number. You refer your notes how to multiply two complex numbers. AC minus BD plus I into AC. I'm sorry, AD. This is AD plus BC. This is a multiplication of two complex numbers, A plus IB and C plus ID. Okay, right. So now look at that. This is Z1, Z2. This is Z1, Z2 is again a complex number. This is my real part. This is my real part of Z1, Z2. This is my imaginary part of Z1, Z2. Okay, right now look at that. My real part of Z1, Z2 as real part of this complex number is my AC minus BD. Okay, now come to here in this first one, Z1. In Z1 is my A plus IB. What is my real of Z1? My real of Z1 is A, imaginary of Z1, B. Come to that second number, my Z2 is equal to C plus ID. What is my real of Z2? My real of Z2 is C. My imaginary of Z2 as D. Are you okay? This is my real part. This is my imaginary part. Similarly, this is my real part and this is my imaginary part. Are you okay? I'm just writing real part of Z1. Real part of this complex number is A. Imaginary part of this complex number is B. Real part of this complex number is C. Imaginary part of this complex number is D. Okay, now apply all these four here. What is your A? My A means real of Z1. Okay, what is my C? My C is real of Z2. Minus is there. B. What is my B? Imaginary of Z1. Okay, what is my D? My D is This is D. My D is imaginary of Z2. That's all. This is answer. See the answer. My answer is I have to prove that real of Z1 Z2 is equal to real of Z1 real of Z2 minus imaginary of Z1 into imaginary of Z2. This is the answer. Are you okay? Are you clear? Well, what is your doubt? We have to multiply only real number. Well, what is your doubt? Multiply only real numbers. You told real of Z1 into real of Z2, no? Only in adding only. So look at that. So my Z1 equal to A plus IB, my Z2 equal to C plus ID. Then my addition is addition of two complex number. Z1 plus Z2 is addition of real terms, real parts. Addition, how to add these two real complex numbers? Add the real parts plus I into add the imaginary parts. My imaginary part is nothing but IB plus ID. I is taking commonly. So therefore, add the real parts, add the imaginary parts. Okay, but my multiplication is not like that way. This is we have already discussed, we have already proved the result. How to multiply? My A plus IB, C plus ID. So that is you have to multiply everything. A into C, okay, and multiply the second term A into ID plus I into AD plus multiply like this. My I into BC, okay, multiply these two, okay, I into I square BD, okay, this is I square BD. I square BD because I into I square BD. So now look at that. This is my AC. What is my I square value? -1 minus BD. Because here there is no I. Here also there is no I because my I square value is -1. I square vanish. I will get -1 here minus BD only. There is no I. But look at these two terms. I have I taken commonly AD plus BC. So this is we have already proved in our previous classes. Multiplication of two complex number is nothing but AC minus BD. This is AC minus BD plus I into AD plus BC. Are you okay, Well? So addition only adding the real parts and complex parts, imaginary parts. Yeah. Any other doubt? Matis, how can you say real part and imaginary part? You please try to understand the class properly, all of you. Then only you can follow the class. Because if you take A plus IB, this is a complex number. The definition we have already given that this is called as real part. This I, there is no I here. Here some I is there. Okay, so here there is no I. So therefore this is called as real part of Z, and it is denoted by simply it is writing as real Z. Okay, my B, this B is called as imaginary part of this is imaginary part of Z. Okay, and this is simply writing as imaginary of Z. Are you okay? This is true for, this is a statement definition for all the real number, complex numbers. So therefore, this is my real part of Z1 because I am taking this is Z1. This is my real part, this is my imaginary part. Similarly here, this is my real part of Z2 and this is my imaginary part of Z2. Are you okay? So this is the initial definition we are starting first class. We have discussed what is complex number, what is real part, what is imaginary part. Okay. right? So that's all. This is only for your reference, right? Now come to the next one. So look at the question. The next question. Next question is, let Z1 equal to 2 minus I. Z2 is equal to minus 2 plus I. Okay, find number 1. Z real of Z1 by Z2. Sorry, Z1 into Z2 divided by Z1 bar. Okay. And second one, imaginary of 1 by Z1 into Z1 bar. Okay, right. Come to the first one. So first of all, come to that. Let Z1 equal to 2 minus I. My Z2 equal to minus 2 plus I. What is my, here also I need Z1 bar. Here also I need Z1 bar. What is my Z1 bar? Bar means it is conjugate. Okay, what is bar? Bar represents conjugate. What is conjugate? Conjugate is the mirror image of the given complex number. Okay, so now look at that. If this is my Z, okay, and this is my Z bar. Okay, conjugate, mirror image is called as conjugate. So this is nothing but 2 plus I. My, how to find out my 2, this is some x comma y means, what is my mirror image? That is x comma minus y. My x coordinate is same. My real part is same. Only the change of sign in imaginary part. So therefore here the imaginary part is minus 1. Take it as a plus 1. So that is my conjugate. Okay. Now come to that. First of all, find this Z1, Z2 divided by Z1 bar. What is my Z1? 2 minus I. What is my Z2? Minus 2 plus I. What is my Z1 bar? This is 2 plus I. Now simplify, you will get a complex number. In this complex number, find the real part. Okay, so now what is the answer? So now the answer is multiply. Now only I have told that multiplication of two complex number AC minus BD plus I into AD plus BC. So sir, it is not possible to, it is difficult to remember the formula, sir. Then what to do, sir? If you feel it is difficult to remember the formula AC minus BD, it is confusing, means you directly multiply that. So you multiply 2 into minus 2, that is minus 4, 2 into I, so that is 2y. Okay, and again this I into minus 2, so minus into minus plus 2y, and this I into this term. Okay, so that is minus I square. I into I square minus is there. So therefore this is 2 plus I. Okay, so therefore what is the answer we are getting? My I square is minus 1. Please note that my I square is minus 1. What is minus I square? It will become plus 1. So minus 4 plus 1, it will become minus 3. And here 2y plus 2y, it will become 4i. So therefore this is 4i divided by 2 plus I. Okay, but this is not a complex number. What is complex number? My complex number is a plus ib. My a and b are real numbers. But look at that, here also some I is there. This is not a real number. I is coming means that is not a real number. Yes. Okay, so this is not a real number, a real term. So therefore, this is also a complex number, but it is not in the form of a plus ib. Then what to do, sir? If there is no denominator, this is the answer. This is in the form of a plus ib. If the denominator is also we are getting some complex number, means this is not in the form of a plus ib. You have to multiply by the conjugate. What is the conjugate of this 2 plus I? Just now I have told that conjugate means your real part is same. So you have to change the sign in the imaginary part. Here the imaginary part value is +1. You have to change the sign alone. Don't change the value. My conjugate is 2 minus I. Multiply the conjugate in numerator and denominator. Why, sir? Why you are multiplying? I am going to eliminate this denominator. Denominator is a complex number. Okay, I am going to eliminate the denominator. So therefore here, whenever you are applying the conjugate, okay, any problem, if you are applying the conjugate means multiplying and divide by the conjugate means the denominator is automatically a plus b, a minus b format. That is nothing but a square minus b square. This is a plus b, a minus b. What is the formula? A square minus b square. A square is 2 square and I square. I square is minus 1. But what about the numerator? Numerator you just multiply. 3 into 2 minus 6 minus 3 into 2 and minus 3 into minus I plus 3I. Okay, and multiply these two. 4 into 4I into 2, that is 8I. Okay, and multiply this 4I into minus I. Okay, so therefore minus 4I square. So therefore what is my answer? My answer is here minus 6, here minus I square is minus 1. Minus 1 into minus 4, it becomes plus 4. Are you okay? So therefore the answer is so minus 6. This is actually plus 4 because my minus I square is minus 1. It is plus 4. So therefore the answer is minus 2. Here 3I plus 8I. So therefore it will become 11I. Okay, divided by this is 2 square 4. My I square is minus 1. So therefore minus of minus 1. It will becomes plus 1. So therefore my answer is minus 2 by 5. The denominator is 5 because 4 minus of minus 1 it become 5. I can write like that 2 by 5 because this is the IA plus IB form. Okay, and this is I into 11 by 5. This is the A plus IB form. Look at that. This is my A. A is a real number. Yeah, it is a real number. Minus 2 by 5 is a real number. B is a real number. 11 by 5. 11 by 5 is also my real number. So A plus IB form. So therefore, when you multiply these two complex number and divide by this complex number, again you will get a complex number minus 2 by 5 plus I 11 by 5. So look at that. My Z1, I will show the slides, please wait. By Z1 bar. Okay, equal to what I am getting? Minus 2 by 5 plus I into 11 by 5. Okay, this is a complex number. This entire thing represents this complex number. Here, which is my real part? This is my real part of this complex number. This is my imaginary part of this complex number. Okay, so therefore my real part of Z1, Z2 by Z1 bar. This complex number, my real part of this complex number is minus 2 by 5. Okay, suppose the question is, they are not asking. If they are asking imaginary part of Z1, Z2 by Z1 bar. Suppose they are asking imaginary part also. What is my imaginary part? This is nothing but 11 by 5. The question is only this is, they are asking real part only, minus 2 by 5. If they are asking imaginary part, that is 11 by 5. Okay, now come to the second question. What is my second question? Find the value of imaginary of 1 by Z1 into Z1 bar. Find out the imaginary part. Similarly, first of all, find out what is your Z1 into Z1 bar. Find out this, write it in A plus IB form, and then write that imaginary part and the real part of the complex number. Okay. 0 is the correct answer. Harshini, very good. Yeah. Natarajan, Divya Prabha, correct. Semoli Roshni, correct. -2/5 for this problem, that is also correct. Munishwar, your answer is correct. Try the second one. -2/5 is the correct one. Vignesh, you check your answer. Achaya, answer is correct. Divya Prabha, why -3/2? Vignesh, check your answers. So the imaginary part is 0. Why? What is real part? Real part of 1 by Z1 into Z1 bar. What is the answer? Real part. What is the real part? Yes, 1/5 is correct. Pavan, Manishwar. Not -1/5, Jera. Are you getting -1/5? It is 1/5 only, not -1/5. Check your answer. Second one, real part is, Yalini, what is your answer? So, okay, look at that. Here, I have already told that my Z into Z bar. This is nothing but modulus of Z square. This is one result. Please note that my Z into Z bar is nothing but modulus of Z the whole square. Okay, so then what I'm going to do this means, first of all, find Z1 into Z1 bar. What is my Z1 into Z1 bar? This is nothing but my modulus of Z1 bar the whole square. Okay, so therefore my modulus of Z1 bar, Z1 is 2 minus I. So therefore this is root over 2 square plus minus 1 square the whole square. This is modulus. Actually, modulus is your Z is equal to A plus IB, a complex number. Then my modulus is equal to root over A square plus B square. This modulus means it is not, this is nothing but the distance between the complex number and the origin in our complex plane. Okay, so this formula also we have already proved. So here root and square will get cancelled. I will get 2 square plus 1 square. So this is nothing but 5. This is Z1 into Z1 bar. But I need 1 by Z1 into Z1 bar. So therefore, this is 1/5. What about my imaginary part? My imaginary part is 0. So therefore, here the real part of this Z1 is my real part of this 1 by Z1 bar is equal to 1/5. My imaginary part of 1 by Z1 bar is equal to 0. But this is only question they are asking imaginary part only. Real part they are not asking. I am just telling. If the question is they are asking real part also, you have to answer for that. Okay. Right. Any other doubts? 1/5 correct, Matish. Yalini. I substituted it by 1. Yeah, correct. Then simplify. Vijay Narayanan, you simplify. Multiply that 2 minus I, 2 plus I. What is the answer you are getting? Correct. You are correct, Vijay Narayanan. But you multiply. Yeah, apply that. A plus B, M plus B. You apply that, simplify that. Yeah, within Naren, your answer also correct. Our answer also correct. Both are correct. This is one of the logic, one of the idea. That is one of the idea. Everything is correct. If you apply some logically means that is correct. Matish, what you are getting? What is your answer? Itrish, why you are not understanding? Yalini, please wait. I will show the slides. Okay, you please take it, Yalini. Yeah, now the others, please come to the next one. You please take the problem. Others, please take the problem. If Z1 is equal to 2 minus I, if Z1 is equal to 2 minus I, Z2 is equal to 1 plus I, Z1 is equal to 2 minus I, Z2 is equal to 1 plus I, then find modulus of Z1 plus Z2 plus 1. Numerator Z1 plus Z2 plus 1. Denominator Z1 minus Z2 plus 1. Numerator modulus ulla numerator Z1 plus Z2 plus 1. Denominator Z1 minus Z2 plus 1. Find the value. So if Z1 equal to 2 minus I, my Z2 is equal to 1 plus I. Okay, then find Z1 plus Z2 plus 1 divided by Z1 minus Z2 plus 1 magnitude. Okay, what is the question? My question is Z1 plus Z2 plus 1 divided by Z1 minus Z2 plus 1. Apply Z1 and Z2. What is my Z1? 2 minus I plus my Z2 is 1 plus I plus 1. Look at that. This is my Z1, Z2 plus 1 divided by Z1 2 minus I minus, okay, Z2 is 1 plus I plus 1. What is the answer we are getting? 2 minus I. You here look at that, adding complex number. How to add the complex number? Add the real parts. Okay, if there is no I in any term and does not containing I mean, that is called as real part. If some of the terms is having I mean, that is called as an imaginary part. Okay. Yeah, just a minute. So this is 2 plus 1 plus 1. So therefore I am getting 4. Real part. I am adding the real part. Adding the imaginary part plus I, minus I and plus I, that is 0I. My imaginary part is 0 plus minus I plus I, that is 0I. Okay. Look at the denominator. Denominator 2, this is minus 1, this is plus 1. So therefore 2 minus 1 plus 1, I am getting only 2. Okay, and this is minus I, this is also minus I. Multiply minus here. So that is also minus I, minus I, minus I, minus 2I. Are you clear? Right? So now look at that. I am going to take it as separating the modulus. This is 2 minus 2I. Why? We have already discussed the properties. After dividing, take a modulus, that is equal to take a modulus and then divide. Both are equal. Okay, right. Now find the modulus. Modulus of this one is root over 4 square plus 0 square. What is the modulus of here? The denominator 2 square plus minus 2 the whole square. Okay, so therefore this is 4 square is 16, root over 16 is again 4 by, this is 2 square, it is 4, Here also it is 4. So therefore the answer is 4 plus 4 root 8. What is my root 8? My root 8 can be written as 2 root 2. Are you okay? And this 4 also can be written as 2 into root 2 into root 2. So this is 2 root 2. If I am cancelling this 2 root 2, 2 root 2, my final answer is root 2. How many are getting root 2? How many of you getting the answer is root 2? Yeah, very good, very good. Very good. Very good. Nice. Very good. The answer is root 2. Okay. Yes, Yalini, what do you want? What do you want, Yalini? Are you understanding or not? Any problem? Homework doubt. Yeah, last 5 minutes you ask your doubt. Homework problems. Okay. Right. Now look at the next problem. If my a plus ib is a plus ib is equal to x plus I the whole square divided by 2x square plus 1. Once again, I will check the question. Yeah, question is correct. If my a plus ib is equal to x plus I the whole square divided by 2x square plus 1, then prove that a square plus b square equal to x square plus 1 the whole square divided by 2x square plus 1 the whole square. Okay, so look at that. So look at that. The given one is a plus ib is equal to x plus I the whole square divided by 2x square plus 1. This is given. Okay. Right. Now look at that. What is we are going to prove that a square plus b square. This a square plus b square is nothing but look at that. If my z is equal to a plus ib, then my modulus of z is root over a square plus b square. Okay, so therefore my modulus of z the whole square is nothing but a square plus b square. So now look at that, these two, if the complex number is a plus ib, then my a square plus b square is nothing but modulus of z the whole square. That means magnitude of this complex number the whole square. So therefore, we are going to find out this a square plus b square means you have to find out the magnitude of this complex number and take a square. First of all, find the magnitude of this complex number and take a square. That is nothing but your a square plus b square. So therefore, I am going to find out the magnitude, that is modulus. So taking modulus on both sides, modulus means that is nothing but the length of the complex number, distance between the origin and the complex number in our complex plane. Okay, taking modulus on both sides. Okay, so therefore modulus of a plus ib. Here also modulus of, actually modulus of x plus iy the whole square divided by 2x square plus 1. Right, here it is nothing but root of a square plus b square. Just now I have told that if my z is a plus ib, my modulus of z is root over a square plus b square. Here I can split like that. X plus iy the whole square divided by 2x square plus 1. Okay, which formula I'm using here? I'm using, this is the property, z1 by z2 is equal to z1 modulus of z1 by modulus of z2. Okay, so therefore this is, here look at that. This can be written as, right, here this is another formula, z square magnitude is equal to magnitude of, that is modulus of z the whole square. This is also another formula. If you take a square of a complex number and then take modulus, that is equal to take a modulus and then take a square, both are giving the same result, same value. This is true for any complex number. Okay, so therefore I am applying that x plus I magnitude the whole power 2 modulus power 2. This is, here look at that, I am just applying the modulus. What is my modulus? This is entirely the real part. 2x square plus 1 is the entirely my real part. What is my imaginary part? My imaginary part is 0. Another important result, only one real part alone is there. Your imaginary part is 0. Then the magnitude of the complex number is that number itself. Okay, that real part itself is the answer. Okay. Yeah. So therefore, what is that? Come to in the next slide. The left hand side is root of a square plus b square. Right hand side is, here you have to take a magnitude. Magnitude the whole square. What is my magnitude of root of x plus I? That is x square plus 1. The whole square. Why, sir? This is my a. Here 1. This is my b. 1. A square plus b square. My a is x, b is 1. Okay. And the denominator is, this is 0 square. This will be eliminated. This square and root again cancel. I will get only 2x square minus 1 alone. So therefore, this will become x square plus 1 divided by 2x square plus 1. This is my root of a square plus b square. Taking square on both sides. So this root will cancel in the left hand side. Here I will get the whole square. Here also I will get the whole square. This is answer. See your answer. Your a square plus b square is equal to x square plus 1 the whole square divided by 2x square plus 1 the whole square. This is our answer. X square plus 1 the whole square divided by 2x square plus 1 the whole square. That is my a square plus b square. Are you okay? Are you clear? Any doubt? Yes, Sneha, look at that. My Z1 is, take it as a plus ib. These results we have already proved. You please look at our previous classes notes. Okay, my Z1 bar is, a minus ib. Okay, what is my modulus of Z1? My modulus of Z1 means root of a square plus b square. Okay, what is my modulus of Z1 square? That is a square plus b square alone. Right, now come to that Z1 into Z1 bar. My Z1 into Z1 bar is, my Z1 is a plus ib. Z1 bar is a minus ib. You multiply that, this is a plus b, a minus b formula. A square minus b square. So therefore, a square, this is minus I square b square. My I square value is minus 1. Minus of minus becomes plus. A square plus b square. So look at that, my Z1 into Z1 bar is also a square plus b square. My Z1 bar, the whole square is also a square plus b square. So therefore, my Z1 into Z1 bar is equal to modulus of Z1 bar the whole square. This is the result. This result is true for any complex number. Okay. This result is true for any complex number. Which one you are not understanding? Denominator. Denominator, look at that here. I think you are asking this one. Taking modulus. Modulus means this is the entire thing is real part only. There is no I term. I is coming mean that is the imaginary part. This is entirely the real part. Real part the whole square plus imaginary part the whole square. My imaginary part is 0, therefore I am getting only real part square. Root of real part square means square and root get cancelled. I am getting again only this 2x square plus 1 alone. Okay, so look at that. If your z is equal to only real part, imaginary part is 0, then what is your modulus of z? Your modulus of z is again a. You please note that. All of you please take a note. My z is a plus I0. That means my imaginary part is 0. Okay, then what is my magnitude? My magnitude is nothing but a alone. Okay, sir, what about my z equal to some 0 plus IB? My real part is 0. What is my magnitude? That is also B alone. Your magnitude or modulus is the length, distance. It will never be negative. B only. Okay, so if the complex number having only real part, then the magnitude is real part alone. Magnitude is real part. Modulus, magnitude, modulus, both are giving the same meaning. Are you okay? We'll discuss one more problem. Yeah, 4 plus 0i, 4 minus 0i, both are correct. Okay, some student is asking, um, yeah, dear students, I don't have any recorded videos. Okay, that option is, look at that. Today they are informing that one YouTube channel, Learnity. Okay, YouTube channel, in that YouTube channel, all of our videos are available. Okay, you please go through that, go to that YouTube channel, Seekers YouTube channel, Learnity YouTube channel. Okay, in that YouTube channel, our everyday class videos available for all the subjects, physics, chemistry, maths, biology, for all the subjects. Okay, you please go through that YouTube channel and download your, yes, okay, yeah, Jay Bharati, you please inform to your friends also. You in YouTube channel, all of our videos are available. You please go through that. Okay. Right. So Yalini, you have asked one doubt. What is your doubt? Others, please try this problem. Try to answer for this question. The next question. Find the number of non-zero. Find the number of non-zero integral solutions. Integral solutions of the equation 1 minus I power x equal to 2 power x. 1 minus I power x is equal to 2 power x. Okay. Find the number of non-zero integral solution. Find it. Minus 5 by 2 square root of 3 minus 5 by 2 square root of 3 by 5 plus I 7 by 5. Yeah, these are your doubts. We have to plot it. Okay, now look at that. This is my real number, complex number. This is my complex number. This is my complex number. How to plot these values? These complex numbers in our organ plane, that is a complex plane. So this is my x, this is my y. Okay, so this is my origin. Right, minus 5 by 2. What is this minus 5 by 2? What about your imaginary part? My imaginary part is 0. So therefore, this number is representing minus 5 by 2 comma 0. My x coordinate is minus 5 by 2, y coordinate is 0. Plot that. How to plot that? Minus 5 by 2 means it is 2.5, minus 2.5. It may be here. This is my minus 2.5 comma 0. This is my complex number. Minus 2.5 comma 0. Right, now come to that. This is also I0. My imaginary part is 0. Root 3. Root 3 is 1.732. So therefore, this is 1.732 comma 0. So therefore, here 1.732 comma 0. Okay, right. Now come to that. This is 3 by 5. Your 3 by 5 means it is 0.6. Okay, 7 by 5 means it is 0.52 something. Okay, so therefore this is taken as 0.6. This is taken as 0.5. So therefore this is my complex number 0.6 comma 0.52 or 0.5. Are you okay, Yalini? Yalini, are you understanding or not? You want next question. Find the modulus of 1 by 1 minus 4i, 2 by 1 plus I. Find the modulus. What is your doubt, Vignesh? This is okay, Yalini. This problem is okay for you. The plotting the points, that is okay for you. Yes. Now come to that. The next problem. Yeah, what is your doubt? 3 plus 4i by 2 plus I. This is complex number or not? You are asking, Vignesh. Yeah, I'm sorry. This is actually 1.7 by 5, no? So therefore, this is 1.4. Okay. So this is maybe 1.4, not 0.5. Okay. So this is a complex number only. Why? Because you take I outside. Okay. So this is 2. 2 plus 1. This is 3 minus 3 plus 3i. It is a complex number only, Vignesh. This is complex number only. So look at that. This is 1 minus 1 by 1 minus 4i, 2 by 1 plus I, 3 minus 4i divided by 5 plus I. So look at that, Yalini. First of all, you have to simplify this. Cross multiply. Okay, so once if you simplify cross multiplying and simplifying, you will get here one complex number. Okay, numerator and denominator here also. And then multiply these two. How to multiply two complex numbers? Directly multiply or use that formula AC minus BD, that formula. Okay. And then finally you write this entire term in the form of A plus IB. After cross multiplying, after multiplying this, after taking conjugate, write that entire function in the form of a plus ib. After writing a plus ib, take a modulus. Modulus is nothing but real part square plus imaginary part square. Okay, you please simplify this and try this. Okay, otherwise I will explain in our next class. I will work out this problem in our next class. Okay, it is very simple only. What is your question? Whole divided by 4i divided by 2 plus I. Am I correct? Vignesh, are you asking this question? Minus 3 plus 4i divided by 2 plus I. Vignesh, are you okay? Along with minus 3. Oh, now it is correct. Right. You have to take it as conjugate. This is a complex number only. 2 minus I minus I. Take a conjugate and simplify. You will get an a plus ib form. This is correct. Minus 3 plus 4i divided by 2 minus 2 plus I. Take a conjugate. Multiply the conjugate in numerator and denominator. Simplify. You will get an a plus ib form. That's all. That is a complex number only. This is a complex number only. Are you okay? Yeah. Are you okay, Vignesh? Are you okay, Yalini? Yeah, minus 2 plus root of minus 7. See this, Yalini, minus 2 and this is root of minus 1 into root of 7. Okay, so therefore this is minus 2 plus this is nothing but I. Minus 2 plus I root 7, Yalini. So this, how to plot the graph means, this is my x coordinate, this is my y coordinate, that's all. Minus 2 is my x coordinate, root 7 is my y coordinate. You plot the point. Are you okay? Your minus root 7 can be written as root of minus 1 into root of 7, that's all. Yeah, what is the square root of 7 value? My root 3 is 1.732. Okay, what is my root 7? My root 7, it may be some 2.6 something. Okay, so if it is 2.6 means you have to plot that 2.6, that's all. Are you okay? So my root 7, it may be approximately 2.6. Are you okay, Alni? So therefore this is minus 2 comma 2.6. Any other doubt? Oh, okay, ba. Yes. Root 7 value is 2.64. Are you clear? Yeah, thank you, Moneshwar. Thank you so much. Thank you all. Thank you. We'll meet in the next class. Thank you. Thank you all. Yalini, are you okay or not? Do you have any other doubts? Yes, see, these are all our slides. Okay, this is a first slide, this is second. Are you okay? Any other doubts? Yes, homework. This question, yes, I will solve you, Yalini, don't worry. I will solve. Muti, what is this 17, 18, 19? Question numbers are which exercise? Murthy, slides are. I'm sorry. I thought you were asking, these are 17, 18, 19 are previous class, 12th class slides. This is your first slide, Murthy. 19 is your first slide. These slides are +2 class slides, previous +2 class slides. This is your first slide. For your class, this is your first slide. Okay. '19 is your first slide. Okay, Pa. Thank you so much. Thank you all. Thanks a lot. No problem. No problem, Murthy. Thank you.